to be like her, somehow to keep her memory alive?
I mean, I felt like I was already kind of like her in some way.
What do you mean by that?
By always trying to have a smile.
Just like Aunt KK.
That's all for now. I'm Lester Holt. Thanks for joining us.
On our broadcast tonight, we're learning new details about the upcoming Wisconsin legislative session. We'll have more on the committee positions. Plus, a nonprofit is helping families get in the holiday spirit. We'll have a look at how they're making the holidays brighter. And it's Friday Night Blitz. We'll have a look at the games across the Northwoods as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Jessica Jukic and Conrad Sapinski.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Jessica Jukic. The holidays are a time of great joy from some people, but for others, it can be a painful reminder of financial insecurity. A lot of groups are making sure kids around the Northwoods have something under their Christmas tree. News Watch 12's Mohammed Abdul Kawi went to see how the Vilas County Salvation Army is helping families.
It's very rewarding for me as a person to be able to help someone who's really, really struggling.
The Vilas County Salvation Army is making sure that families have presents under their Christmas tree this season.
We service children from newborn all the way through 18 as long as they're in school. We consider them a child, and so we want to make sure that we don't forget anybody.
The toy program has all sorts of options to choose from, like a Christmas Jasmine doll to Legos and even Batman. Kathy Holtorp believes there's something for every child.
Our donors are the best donors around there. They come through us every year with awesome gifts for the kids, and so we have a wide variety of really nice things that parents are able to choose from.
For parents like Crystal Strange, this is weight off her shoulders.
I think it's a great help, especially if you're having a hard time.
It gives her a chance to give her kids that special gift.
It's hard to tell the kids that there's no present, so they help out by giving parents a chance to provide something for their children for Christmas morning.
And with the Salvation Army's plan of providing assistance through their toy program, it's allowing Strange an opportunity that she'll cherish forever.
Oh, it makes me very happy. I'm very glad that the community comes together to help because all of us need help sometimes, and it means a lot to be able to give my kids a gift this Christmas.
Reporting in Eagle River, Mohammed Abdul Kawi, News Watch 12.
Conrad, it's been snowing all day. Are the road conditions okay? Are we going to have any problems like we did earlier this week?
Yeah, roads are still a bit snow covered, ice covered, of course. Temperatures are cold, and we will have a little bit more snow overnight. And then tomorrow, once again, it's like deja vu every single day. More and more snow. But hey, I want a white Christmas. Do you?
I do.
Same here. We're going to get one, though. Our wishes have come true. It is snowing outside right now. Some lighter flurries and snow showers in the area. That's going to continue into tonight. But take a look at how big this low pressure system is. Really massive, all the way from North Dakota to the East Coast. They're getting really heavy snowfall. A nor'easter pretty much has been forming. So there are some places we'll get over 1.5 feet of snowfall. Temperatures, though, will get very cold on the back end. Right now, we're in the teens, but lots of below zero temperatures will be here in the area by this time and next week. Look at all that cold air from Canada. It's going to start sinking down, and as it does, everybody will get a taste of really cold temperatures. Right now, we're hovering at around 16 degrees, 18 in Eagle River, 17 in Land O'Lakes, and we will continue to cool off, especially tonight. We're thinking a low of around 13 degrees will be possible with some snow showers in the region. Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. We're learning more about the upcoming legislative session. Thursday, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos announced committee assignments for the 2023-2024 Wisconsin legislative session. Representative Rob Swearingen will continue to serve as the chairman of State Affairs Committee. He will lead the committee in overseeing legislation related to state government operations. He's served as the chairman since 2015. State Representative Calvin Callahan from Tomahawk will chair the Assembly Committee on Consumer Protection. He will also serve on 7 committees and vice chair 2, the Insurance and the Forestry, Parks, and Outdoor Recreation Committees. State Senate Republicans are working on a plan that could create a flat income tax in Wisconsin of 3.5%. That's according to Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu. Currently, Wisconsin's income tax rates start at around 3.5% and rise to around 7.6%. This means a flat tax would only impact the richest Wisconsinites. The top tax bracket in state taxes is for individuals who make more than $267,000 per year. The plan would almost certainly be vetoed by Governor Evers. Evers favors a system that would cut taxes for the middle class by at least 10% while raising taxes on the wealthiest residents. Marshfield's Common Council recently approved changes to the fee schedule for services provided by the Fire and Rescue Department. Changes in the fees will be for fire re-inspections, false alarms, motor vehicle accidents, structure and vehicle fires, and vehicle extrications. Fire and Police Commissioner Stephen Meeks recommended the fee schedule to be reviewed by the committee on an annual basis to keep up with inflation. The department provides emergency medical services transports for Marshfield and 13 other municipalities surrounding the city for a combined population of about 32,500 people. The holidays are a time for celebration, but if alcohol is involved, police departments are reminding people not to drive drunk. The Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over holiday campaign is starting today. That campaign will run through New Year's Day with elevated levels of law enforcement on Wisconsin roads. Last year, 6,400 alcohol-related crashes occurred in Wisconsin, killing 166 people. Around 25% of traffic fatalities are caused by drinking and driving. The Lac du Flambeau tribe is reinstating a mask mandate in some buildings because of a rise in respiratory illnesses. According to the LDF newsletter, COVID-19 cases have been low for quite some time. However, there have been increases in RSV, influenza, and colds. Peter Christensen Health Center and Dental Clinic and the Family Resource Centers now require masks. The tribe also asked to call the clinic first before coming in with COVID or flu symptoms. The University of Wisconsin-Madison continues to place in the top 10 colleges in the nation in research spending. Wisconsin's flagship university ranked 8th in the nation between July 2020 and June 2021. The university reported nearly $1.4 billion in annual research spending across all fields, a $16 million increase over the prior fiscal year. According to the university, the largest research expenditures during the 2021 fiscal year included $26.9 million for the Great Lakes Bioenergy Research Center, $11.2 million for the Cooperative Institute for Meteorological Satellite Studies program, and $10.4 million for the campus's Inner-City Asthma Consortium. This week's snow was good for trails in the area, but snowmobile trails remain closed in Langlade County. According to the Langlade County of Trails Facebook page, snowmobile trails are not open. The heavy wet snow and freezing rain made it harder for crews to prepare. The Langlade County Forestry Parks and Recreation Department says they're waiting for response from clubs relating to the trail conditions. They will then make an announcement when the Langlade County Snowmobile Council says the trails are safe and operational. Snowmobile clubs have to groom 530 plus miles of trails. Coming up, a group is pushing for better maternity care, and changes are coming for sentencing for certain types of drug possessions. We'll have the details after Weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
Today, it seems everyone can be their own service technician thanks to the internet. From servicing their own cars and engines to home remodels and projects, people are trying a little of everything. Here at Maher Water Corporation, we employ nationally certified and factory-trained technicians to keep your water treatment systems working to their full lives. We will treat you like our own family.
So if you want us to service your equipment, give us a call. But if you're the fix-it-yourself kind of person, we'll enjoy your funny video clips.
Surprise! It's a new Buick.
You got me a new Buick?
Oh, and there are more gifts inside.
You got me the head-up display.
Wow! It's a massaging seat.
Okay, what next?
Alexa, turn on holiday lights.
This year, give the gift of technology in every Buick SUV.
It's the holidays. Get 3.99% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on these Buick SUV models. Visit your North Central Wisconsin Buick dealer.
Bassett Jewelers and Engraving in downtown Minocqua is a full-service traditional jewelry store, offering a wide range of jewelry and gift items to fit any budget. Find jewelry from classic diamonds to beautiful colored gems and pearls. Engagement rings and wedding bands for every style. Gift selections include jewelry travel cases, glassware, picture frames, and an extensive line of baby gifts. In-store jewelry repairs and engraving to personalize your gifts. Come visit us at Bassett Jewelers and Engraving in downtown Minocqua.
Planning an exciting outdoor excursion? You need the app from the weather team you can rely on. The WJFW Weather Watch app, featuring hourly and daily forecasts, high-resolution imagery, and opt-in push alerts to let you know when severe weather approaches. With all these features, you'll know the best days to cast a line or when it will be perfect to explore the wilderness. The WJFW Weather Watch app is available in your app store now. Weather Watch 12, from where you live.
And welcome back. It's Friday night. The weekend is knocking on our door. Finally, we have made it. But take a look behind me. It looks like an absolute winter wonderland. All of the lights in downtown with a lot of snowfall on the ground. It's looking really beautiful. That wet, heavy snow pretty much stuck to all the trees and everything in its path. We do have around 10, 11 inches of snow depth on the ground. Take a look at Duluth, though, 23 inches, and it's continuing to snow up there. Same thing here in the Northwoods. So more and more snow will continue to accumulate. Doesn't show much on the radar, but there is some snow showers underneath the radar. So we do have some flurries and lighter snow showers in the region, then some heavier precipitation by Green Bay, same thing by La Crosse, and closer to the Twin Cities. Duluth is in that loop as well. But taking a wider look at the United States, look how massive this low pressure system is. I keep saying that because it is very impressive. Usually low pressure systems are not this widespread, going all the way from Canada and North Dakota with blizzard conditions to the East Coast with a very, very heavy snowfall. Over a foot of snow will be likely in some locations in the Northeast. For us, though, we're in the clear. A couple of snow showers tonight into tomorrow, maybe another inch or so of snow on top of what we've been getting today. And then it looks like we'll get a little bit more snow Monday night into Tuesday morning. And look what happens Wednesday into Thursday. There's going to be another low pressure system moving in. This looks a bit promising as well. I'm going to be tracking this one every single day, but it does look like it's going to bring a lot of snow. We might get a couple inches of snowfall. We'll keep an eye on this one, but it looks like the bulk of the precipitation might be just a little bit south. Chicago area, Milwaukee, Madison will get in on that heavier batches of snowfall. So we'll keep an eye on this storm, but it does look a bit promising right before Christmas. So it looks a bit like a good amount of people will have a white Christmas, something we're definitely looking forward to. Highs today, we're hovering at around 27 degrees. Our average high, guess what? 27 as well. So right on point for our high temperatures today. Our average, same story. But look how cold it's getting right now. I would say chilly. Cold is going to be by next week. Once I let you know these temperatures by next week, it's going to really get cold. 17 outside right now, 19 in and around the region at some locations, usually mid-teens at the moment for the Northwoods. But really, crank up that heat, get prepared. Get all those layers prepared, get those fire pits ready, because it's really going to get cold next week. We're looking at well below zero for our low temperatures. Look at these high temperatures in the single digits by next week. Middle of next week, we're looking at highs in the mid to upper single digits. Same thing by the end of next week. And Christmas Eve is Saturday into Sunday, so it is going to be a pretty chilly Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Tonight, though, temperatures will be hovering at around 13 degrees. More snow showers will be in the area, around an inch or snow of snowfall. This will be very light and fluffy snowfall. Tomorrow, 25 degrees. Same story, some snow showers in the region, less than half an inch of snow. Our 7-day outlook, brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, does show a pretty active weather pattern with some snow showers Wednesday into Thursday. But the main story are those cold temperatures by next week. Jessica?
Attorney General Merrick Garland is changing the sentencing guidelines for people convicted of crimes involving crack cocaine. He's looking to making it more in line with convictions for powder cocaine. Currently, a 5-year mandatory sentence is triggered for possessing of 28 grams of crack cocaine, while the same mandatory sentence for possession of powder cocaine requires 500 grams, and nearly 18-to-1 disparity. Garland sent out the memo to federal prosecutors on Friday. He says the disparities between the two drugs is not supported by science and has led to harsher sentences for people of color. The new policy will go into effect in 30 days. Civil rights organizations pushed for decades to end the harsher sentences for possessing crack cocaine. A federal appeals court on Friday rejected a bid by several GOP-led states to keep a controversial Trump-era border policy in place. It comes after a district court struck down the so-called Title 42 rule, which allows the expulsion of migrants who have crossed the U.S.-Mexico border. The new ruling sets the stage for the case to go to the Supreme Court. As the Republican-led states previously indicated that if the court ruled against them, they'd seek the intervention of the Supreme Court. The Biden administration is set to stop enforcing Title 42 policy on Wednesday. Senator Ron Johnson and advocates are calling on Congress to protect health care for Wisconsin moms and kids. Today, State Senator LaTanya Johnson and a doctor joined the Protect Our Care Wisconsin to discuss how Congress can help improve mothers' health. They're calling on Congress to pass the Black Maternal Health Momnibus Act of 2021. The act addresses preventable elements of maternal health crisis by increasing the number of maternity care providers. It would also train providers to confront discriminatory and biased practices. The bill would improve the health of millions of children, pregnant mothers, people of color, and rural Americans. The U.S. has the highest maternal mortality rate of any developed country. 80% of those deaths are preventable. A new public policy polling survey found the public overwhelmingly supports these reforms. Wisconsin's Republican Senate leader says that opposing spending any state money on a passenger rail train that would connect Madison to Milwaukee. Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu said he opposes state funding for the project, but had not been briefed by Madison city leaders on what they were attempting. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos was blunt last week when asked about it, saying only no state funding. Republicans control the legislature, and if they do not agree on state funding for the rail line, it could doom the project. Former Governor Scott Walker opposed a similar rail line when he ran for governor in 2010 and then killed the project, which would have been funded with $810 million from the federal government. A new Miss America has been crowned. Will explain her ties to the area. And a group is spreading holiday cheer to those in need. We'll have the details after the break.
Is this how you're spending your weekend? Hours wasted scrolling social media looking at what other people are doing? Get outside and start your own adventure. Check out our new showroom at Anchor Marine. Stop by for dinner at Sunset Grill in Three Lakes. We are now open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located on the Snowmobile Trail at Highway 32. It offers easy access. Change things up. Try something new. Rent a snowmobile from Trackside, Headwaters Polaris, or Anchor Marine.
Ready, Dad?
All charged up. This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer. Now choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order on select Ford vehicles, lock in your rate, and you're protected. I'm proud of you, Kate. And that's how Ford is helping you shine bright. This season, get into a 2022 Explorer SUV with 2.9% financing for 60 months at your local Ford dealer and shine bright.
Attract a wide variety of birds to your yard with Enchanted Garden Bird Food. We carry a great selection of high-quality blends to ensure only the best for your backyard friends. Save big money on Enchanted Garden Bird Seed. Check out our great selection of quality Liveman cleaning supplies. Our shelves are stocked with brooms, mops, and more to keep your home clean and comfortable. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
More season's greetings to you all from Menards.
It's a red carpet affair this New Year's Eve at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Dress to impress. There will be party favors, complimentary food from the Mint, a free photo booth, and live music from VideoStar. Plus, hot seat drawings, barrel drawings for $1,000 cash. Then at midnight, a grand prize drawing for a Ford Explorer and $2,000 cash. Plus, another cash giveaway at 1 a.m. Earn entries throughout December to win big on New Year's Eve.
Welcome back. The holiday season is a joyous time for many, but for some, this time of year can be isolating. One group in Rhinelander is trying to comfort and share kind messages with those who are homebound. The Northwoods Young Adult Catholics wrote 150 cards to homebound members of the community. Drew Rakers is one of the organizers with Northwoods Young Catholic Group. He says that it's a chance to connect with those who aren't able to attend church anymore.
Here at Nativity, we have plenty of members that are homebound, so we have them by name and we can address things to them, tell them we're praying for them, tell them that, you know, we hope we can see them at Mass or something.
The cards were delivered to people in the greater Rhinelander area today. The nation has a new Miss America, and she might be a familiar face. Grace Stanky was named Miss America 2023 after 3 full days of competition. Stanky is a Wausau native and also the first nuclear engineering student to compete on the Miss America stage. She's also an exceptional violinist who, with her talents, helped her win the preliminary talent competition on the second night. Stanky is now the 3rd Miss America winner to come from the Badger State this year, marking the 50th anniversary since Wisconsin's first winner. Friday Night Blitz is coming up after the break, but first, here's an encore of Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
How many tuna does it take to screw in a light bulb? Well, they don't. They just call an electric eel. Anyway, let's move on with this week's Big Old Fish. And we start out with Lacey Petrakis. Now, she didn't give really any information other than the size of this catfish, so I'm not even totally sure which variety of catfish it is, but it is, in fact, 31 inches and 10 pounds. And that is a big old fish. Way to go, Lacey. Keep on reeling them in. Next up, we have Scott Bradley from Newbold. Now, he was fishing in Alaska when he caught this 120-pound halibut. Now, this beast was caught in Yakutat Bay while jigging with a big old jig. And I agree with him. It is, in fact, a big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. And finally, on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Isaac Tringle, who nailed this huge flathead cat at the Nick-a-Jack Dam. Well, that is one big old fish, Isaac. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Northern Taxidermy fish mill is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Let's go Christmas shopping at Mills. Find trusted outdoor brands for this season's activities. Get outside and spend time doing the sports you love. Cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or ice fishing. Or enjoy casual sport clothing for all occasions. Mills Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark.
If you already know that a blend of tender, marbled Wagyu beef makes the best burger, good for you. Arby's Wagyu Steakhouse Burger is back. You beef genius? Arby's, we have the meat.
It's the most wonderful time of the year at Cellcom. Save $500 on Google Pixel 7 or Google Pixel 7 Pro with 128 gigabytes of storage. Or save $200 on all other smartphones. Plus, activate a new smartphone line and get a free Google Pixel watch. Finish up your holiday gift giving and save $150 on all cameras, tablets, and smartwatches. No trade-in required. Visit Cellcom.com/holiday deals for details.
Special report.
Spectrum just launched Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
Because Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest download speeds in the nation.
And the fastest Wi-Fi speeds.
Look, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with talk, text, and data. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Stay on top of breaking news and the biggest stories of the day with NBC News Daily. Get in-depth reporting from across the country and around the world, tips to take care of your health and your wallet, and up-to-the-minute local news. NBC News Daily, weekdays on NBC.
Let's go Christmas shopping at Mills. Find trusted outdoor brands for this season's activities. Get outside and spend time doing the sports you love. Cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or ice fishing. Or enjoy casual sport clothing for all occasions. Mills Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark.
Friday Night Blitz, brought to you by Trackside Sales and Service and Menke Buick GMC Mazda.
Welcome to the Friday Night Blitz, Winter Edition. I'm Serenity Douglas, and the snow didn't stop the basketball games from happening tonight, and hockey. Many great games to get into. And up first, we're headed to the home of the Hodags. Mosney is up big in the second half, so the game is over, right? Not so fast. The Hodags got hot from three. Will Quinn, 3-ball. Kyle Brown, 3-ball. Will Gretzinger, 3-ball. And Quinn again, another 3. But Mosney wouldn't take a foot off of the gas. Davin Stoffel gets this one to go. And David Haskin would swoosh a 3 of his own here. Mosney, 67, Rhinelander, 53. Switching gears to girls basketball, but the same teams. The Lady Hodags traveled to Mosney to face off, and it was a good one. In the first, Jersley passes to Caitlin Sell, who shoots and scores a nice 3 for Mosney. The Hodags immediately respond with Kelsey Winter scoring a layup, and then pass from Jersley to Sell again. It's all buckets for her. Another pass from Jersley to Haley Kramer with this nice jumper. It's now 7-2. Mosney up. Fitzgerald heading down court, but she'll pass it off to Sell, who'll score a layup. And Rhinelander keeping it close with Ava Lamers scoring a layup. It's 11-6. Winter will toss to Lily Treader, who will score, and look at that form. But it's all Mosney. Jersley looking to see where she can go. She decides to shoot, and she'll make it. And that's Taylor Jersley again scoring a layup. It was tight, but Mosney secured the win, 59-50. Now on to some area scores for boys basketball. The 3-2 Rib Lake traveled to face off with 4-1 Athens. Athens makes it 5-1 after beating Rib Lake tonight. And Wapaka hosted and won against Aconto Falls. What a bunch of great games so far, but don't go anywhere yet. We've got more hoops to get into after the break, plus hockey. Plus, this wouldn't be the Winter Friday Night Blitz without a little bit of hockey.
Protecting the people and businesses in our community is our highest priority. Our combined 126 years of history connects you to some of the best carriers in the business, like Auto Owners Insurance. Together, Klinner and Meyer Insurance bring even more expertise and more ways to protect you, all with the same unwavering support and a single commitment, protecting what matters most in your world. Together, we are Klinner Insurance. Your world protected.
Here's your Newswatch 12 Snowmobile Trail Report, brought to you by your local Northern Wisconsin and Upper Peninsula Ski-Doo dealers.
Whether it's for work or play, you want a truck that'll get the job done right. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, can be purchased online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. Go now to LenzTruck.com.
Lenz Truck. It's a fact. Problems with your basement don't get better with time. They get better with SureDry. SureDry has been fixing wet basements, foundation, and concrete issues for over 25 years. There are plenty of people who can promise you a solution, but SureDry delivers. You have a home and a family to protect, and our experts will provide a permanent solution that gives you the confidence you need to sleep at night. Schedule your free estimate today.
At the age of 10, I put my hand into a piece of farm machinery, and it took my hand off, basically like a glove. Shai is very compassionate, caring. He'll do anything for you. Shai is 1 in a million. Just give him a call, because I've went 48 years, never knowing there was something I could get done.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. I'm Serenity Douglas. We've already covered some great basketball games so far, and we're not done yet. Switching from the Great Northern Conference to Northern Lakes Conference. Elko hosted both the girls and the boys. 3 Lakes teams for a Friday night showdown. Let's start with the boys game. Both teams getting fired up from their game. Let's start in the first. Tied at the 2. 3 Lakes with the ball, but not for long. John Slowick forcing the turnover, and he runs down the court, makes a move, and he lays it in for 2. Count that and 1. Later on in the first, and the Blue Jays down 6. Toby Volkman with the 3, but it winds up short. Jays with a rebound. Josh Koger finds Jarrett Kaufman down low. Count that and another foul. Late in the first, Eugene Reinke with the floater pass to Logan Wraith down low. He lays it in. In close game throughout, but 3 Lakes gets it 55-51. Now let's see if the 3 Lakes girls can make it up in a boy and girl sweep this evening. Let's start in the first half. And already 3 Lakes up big, trying to add on. Jenna Erickson gets the rebound, tries to dish up out on the top. And Emily Moore with the hustle, and she steals it and runs it down the court and lays it up. Hornets are down 15 now. Later on, 3 Lakes with a good ball movement. Carly Weaver's down. Kaya Zeus down low, and she lays it in. Late in the first, Kaylee Volk from downtown, and the Blue Jays are running away with it. Second half now. Elko playing with 4 now, but refusing to quit. Emily Moore runs up in the court, looking for it somewhere to go, and she finds Sabrina Hatfield-Fransky down low for the layup. Hornets down 29. Late in the game, Elko still down big. 3 Lakes with the inbound pass, but Moore will hustle, and she gets it away. And 3 Lakes goes on to win it 55-20. Now let's head to the rink. Lakeland hosting Antigo. First period, Lakeland up 2-0. Court Meyer tries to go 5-hole, but Nolan Bunnell smothers that one. Lakeland was constantly on Antigo's side of the ice tonight. Matt Hagart doesn't score here, but Mike Kozman one times it to the back of the net. Goal Lakeland. Antigo trying to score on a power play here. Landon Nelson sends this slap shot, but a glove save by Max kept it clean. Cheat for the moment. Lakeland would end up winning it 7-1. That's all we have for the Friday Night Blitz. Don't forget to tune in to all of your local high school sports and scores. Have a great night.
Our biggest sale of the year is held over, so there's still time to get Black Friday deals during our huge Thanksgiving sale, held over at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible prices, plus get 30% off on top of that store-wide. Get your final chance for Black Friday deals and 30% off? Yep, held over. And don't forget, mattress shopping is easy, fast, and comfortable at Slumberland. Come see our difference and get a great sale on a mattress today.
See your local Northern Wisconsin and UP Ski-Doo dealers.
Eagle River Pet Company, keeping tails wagging with a full grooming spa. Treat your pet to toys, chews, treats, supplements, and many more unique items they deserve. Stock up on Wisconsin-made dog and cat food, as well as raw food options. You'll also find stuff for humans, too. Decor to complement your pets at home, apparel, and greeting cards. Eagle River Pet Company, located on Wall Street in downtown Eagle River.
Ready, Dad?
All charged up.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer. Now choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order on select Ford vehicles. Lock in your rate and you're protected. I'm proud of you, kid. And that's how Ford is helping you shine bright. This season, get into a 2022 Explorer SUV with 2.9%